Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallama tasliman kathira wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to clear the misconception regarding the Gregorian calendar, and as some of our Muslim brothers disregard it and think it is all for non-Muslims and unprecise. Well, what is the movement of the earth in relation to the moon and sun? The earth orbits around the sun and the moon orbits around the earth. So, when the earth completes its orbit, we got 1 year. And when the moon completes its orbit, we have 1 month. This earth moves at the speed of 30 kilometers in every second, while the moon moves at the speed of 1.02 kilometers in every second. That means the ratio of their speed is 1:30, which is 2:60, and 3:180. So for a complete revolution, there is 365.24 days. It is difficult to say 365 and quarter days. It's nothing like half day or quarter day, in that they introduce leap year. That is why February is given 28 days, sometimes 29. In their attempt to ensure the season repeats itself, 3 leap days are in every 400 years, gives the error of 1 day in 3030 years from the Julian calendar. For this reason, it was rejected and Gregorian calendar adopted, which gives error of only 1 day in 128 years. Now, since the earth's speed is faster than the one in the moon, it completes its orbit faster than the moon as well. It always leaves 11 days behind the moon, with plus or minus little, giving us lunar 348 days or 354 days. However, the most amazing sign by Allah is that He mentioned the term Shahr, month, in the Quran 12 times, and He mentioned the term Yawm, day, 364 days, 354 times in the Quran. Would it be coincidence? Meaning that both the celestial bodies are to be used in calculation. Allah says, فَالِقُ الْإِصْبَاحِ وَجَعَلَ اللَّيْلَ سَكَنًا وَالشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ حُسْبَانًا ذَلِكَ تَقْدِيرُ الْعَزِيزِ الْعَلِيمِ. He caused the break of day and has made the night for rest, and He made the sun and the moon to a precise measure. That is the measure determined by the Almighty and All-Knowing. To give us the impression that both the solar and lunar orbit should be used in our calculation, the 4 seasons that we have, the spring, the summer, the fall, and winter, each of them follow one another regularly. Each has its own light, temperature, and weather patterns that repeat yearly. Allah is just, that He makes ensure that He always keeps the cycle continue. If you fast in this year during the winter, 1 day you fast in the summer. If you fast for 20 hours this year, 1 day you'll fast for 3 hours. For instance, in countries that are close to the North Pole, Finland and Norway, their daylight hours sometimes is about 19 hours. Imagine if the Muslims there are to be fasting 19 hours throughout their lives. So the time of Salat all depend on the sun as well. Rasulullah says, وَقْتَ الْفَجْرِ مِنْ طُلُوعِ الْفَجْرِ مَا لَمْ تَطْلِعِ الشَّمْسِ. The time of Fajr begins from the appearance of dawn until morning before the sunrise. And the Maghrib, من طلوع الفجر من طلوع الشمس إلى غروب الشفق, from the sunset to twilight. So also in the time of pilgrimage, Allah says, يسألونك عن الأهلة قل هي مواقيت للناس والحج. In Surah Al-Baqarah, He says, they ask you about the crescent moon. Tell them it is just meant for calculation and for knowing the time of pilgrimage. Also, to ensure pilgrimage is done in different seasons. So also, in terms of favoring the needy ones, the Gregorian date is not favoring. a poor man received his salary after 30 or 31 days. However, in considering the lunar calendar, he received his salary 25 times when others are receiving it 24 times in 2 years, because the lunar calculation is there since time immemorial. It is said that in the history that it started about 32,000 BC, while the solar calendar began 3000 BC. Allah says, إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض. The months we have are 12 months. Allah created them on the day that He made the earth. Quite alright, the months in solar are named after the Romans. We know that. Like January, it is named after Roman god. February is named after Roman festival of purity. March is named after Roman god of war, and the rest. They are all named after the Roman gods. But we need to celebrate the new year. Normally, people like new things. But what is the point of actually celebrating? And what are you actually celebrating? Are you celebrating January? If so, then it is a false god. How can we celebrate a false god? If we are celebrating a new year, I don't think it is wise for a person to celebrate his closeness to the grave, unless one is faithful. O Allah, increase our iman and longing to meet you.